Christy Conway with Charleston Home and Design Magazine, and I'm here today with Bryan Fletcher of Jilco Kitchen Bath and Robert Majernik, the homeowner in this wonderful home in Mount Pleasant. Thank you so much for having me. I have just a few questions about this wonderful kitchen. Now, he came to you, and this is actually the second project that you've worked with him on.
That's correct.
Right? Okay. Why exactly did you decide to use Jilco again?
Their price was right. Their quality was really good last time they put in our kitchen. Made it to the cabinet maker's website, so I mean it's
got to be good. Then.
It turned out pretty good. So
Okay.
we were very satisfied with how everything turned out. The cabinets were made well, from what we could tell. Our use, we really liked it.
Okay. So what kind of cabinetry did he end up choosing?
For this project, it's a maple cabinet with a stain on it, hand-applied stain called pecan. It's, as you can see, rather dark, and with a corresponding island. I'm sure that there was a lot of debate on what color, being that this is a full house remodel. The design can sometimes be easier than the color selection.
Okay.
We chose about 4 colors, I think.
Yeah.
Oh wow! What made you?
We started off with we started off with a white kitchen, thinking that's what we wanted, and decided that was out of our price range because there is differences in different kinds of applications. So we tried to decide what we wanted, and ended up with pecan.
Okay. So this is actually a remodeled home then?
Yes.
And it's in Mount Pleasant. What did the home look like before? I mean, it obviously didn't look like this. Can you talk a little bit about that?
It looked about like 1975.
Okay.
And this room, or this whole kitchen, was divided into 2 rooms. We took out the wall. The cabinets were floor to ceiling, about 1 foot deep, with no countertops at all. So we wanted something that was a little bit more useful, something that we could enjoy a lot more and have open, where the eat-in side was actually part of the kitchen.
Right, which is really popular right now.
Right.
Okay. So you remodeled a home downtown, and you used Jilco.
Yes.
And that was a flip, right?
Yes.
You flipped that home. Is that the plan for this house?
No, I think we're going to stay here maybe.
Okay.
It's a slow flip.
At least 3 years.
A slow flip. Okay. A flip-flop-ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
But you plan on doing more flips in the future? Okay. Would you use Jilco again?
Yeah,
okay.
we would.
So let's talk a little bit about the island, since I think that's the most unique feature of the kitchen. Can you tell me a little bit about the design?
We saw a picture on a website that we really wanted as our inspiration piece. It had really big posts or really big legs on the island, so that's basically all that we were really after, and the rest just kind of fell into place after that.
It's quite a statement. What was your kind of involvement in that?
Well, a lot. There's a lot of constraints involved. I mean, the wall that was going through the kitchen, it was there had to be some investigation to see if that wall could be removed totally, which would, would depend on whether you could do a full island.
Right.
So then, when that was determined, it's one of the kitchen's main focal pieces. So we narrowed down the design on that, knowing that we'd have a full open space and just work with those dimensions working in.
Yeah, it's, like I said, quite a statement. Where did you say that you saw this? Was it House?
House.com.
Okay.
We saw the idea.
All right.
So we really...
Did you send him photos?
I did.
This is what we want.
I did.
So basically, a homeowner can come to you with any kind of idea, and you can fulfill it.
Any kind of concept, we can sketch it out, or do it via email or websites. We just tweak the design and the specifications until we come up with a winner and order the cabinets.
Okay. So primarily you do the design, and then you figure out who can fulfill that with the various lines that you
Correct.
have? Okay.
We try to determine what's important to the customer, what do they want the look to be, get the design done, and then we kind of determine which manufacturer that we have relationships we want to provide the cabinetry.
So I imagine based on the manufacturer, you can kind of fit within anyone's budget, right? I mean, you said that the white didn't really work with your budget, but then this one did. So You have 6 cabinetry lines?
We usually have about 5 or 6 at any point in time to just provide different needs for us, different looks maybe, different price points, different levels of customization. This line of cabinets here we're very successful with because they have a very high value and they can do a good deal of customization for somebody. So we meet a lot of needs with this particular one.
Okay. And you also provided the sink as well, and the countertops. Well,
sink and the countertops.
You installed them, right?
Yes.
So what's the extent of your kind of services? It seems like you guys do it all.
We design kitchens and baths and other areas of the home that has cabinetry, and we provide cabinetry and countertops and some sinks and hardware. So the space planning part of it, that service that we do provide, and the cabinets and the countertops. But we do that scope across a wide range of price points and different types of projects. Remodeling, new construction. Sometimes it's insurance restoration. But this home here is a very typical close-in to town home that has 8-foot tall ceilings, and people want to open it up because and just modernize the kitchen.
Right. Speaking of the 8-foot ceilings, I noticed that you don't have a crown molding on your cabinetry, and I found that interesting and probably a little unique. Can you talk about why you decided to go that route?
It was really important for us to get 42-inch uppers to get that extra bit of storage. So to have it with an 8-foot tall ceiling, there's just not enough room to put in a crown molding.
I'm surprised that you were able to make it work. Do you find a lot of people come to you with that request?
They do. And usually once I hear the neighborhood of the remodel, I can tell you if it's Walkendale Lakes, I know that there's probably a 90% chance that it's going to be an 8-foot ceiling and that they're going to want to move a wall. So there's several ways to do that. Storage won that debate here because he wanted cabinets to go all the way to the ceiling instead of having some kind of a top detail. So he gained 5 or 6 inches because of that.
Okay. So I mean, it seems like I said, you pretty much work exactly with what the homeowner wants. I mean, these legs are very unique. Is there any other feature about this kitchen that you find particularly unique? Either one of you.
I think it's definitely the island that's the showpiece of the kitchen, and that's what we wanted. And everything else just kind of, it's very utilitarian, but the island is what adds that unique feature here.
Right. And also I think that the cabinetry built around that refrigerator is pretty unique. It's very deep.
Right.
It makes it look very finished. You can do that with any kind of cabinetry line that you have?
Yes, you have a refrigerator depth cabinet above it. Other improvements besides the island from what the original kitchen was. You got built-in appliances, that just make it more user-friendly.
Definitely. Okay, well, Jilco's been around for quite a while. Can you talk a little bit about the kind of origin of Jilco and your influence on them?
We started in 1991 in Mount Pleasant and relocated to Clements Ferry about 10 years ago. The origin of our company was we sold a line of Euro-style cabinets that had a lot of integrated accessories, which is relatively commonplace now. But to have a full-access European-style cabinet with integrated accessories in it in 1991 was, it was kind of different. So we were very successful in doing that, and we ran with that line of cabinets for many years. And then just as the market evolved, we picked up other lines, other manufacturers, relocated to a new showroom on Clements Ferry, and just been keeping at it since then. We've never really turned away remodeling, even when the economy was so strong with new construction. So
it seems like your bread and butter, kind of.
It has. We never turned our back on it, and you know, when things weren't as busy, a lot of people were doing it.
Sure.
But we have you know, some pretty talented people that work with us, and it takes a good bit of coordination to do remodeling.
Yeah, it seems actually harder than new construction, I would think.
Yeah, harder than it looks.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if someone has a remodel or new construction, do you suggest they call you or go on your website? What kind of information does your website have?
Our website is www.jilcokitchenandbath.com, and it has lots of information about us, where our showroom is, and it has links to our manufacturers and door styles and, you know, idea pages. Our showroom is on Clements Ferry Road. It's 2 miles from 526 on the left, and our phone number is 849-6465.
Great. Well, thank you so much for having us in your home.
Thank you.
I think it obviously is a lot better, and if you ever decide to sell the home, I think you're going to get a great price for it.
I think so.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Thanks.
Thank you.